Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you've never seen me before, then hi, welcome. So for this week's reading vlog, I'm not gonna do anything crazy, okay? It's just gonna be really chill. I'm just gonna let you guys know what I'm in the mood for this week, what I'm feeling, you know? I don't really need to over-explain this. Today's Monday. I decided to start the reading vlog today. So I finished The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer like a couple days ago. Before that one, I read Behind the Net. Those two books are part of an interconnected standalone series, and I think I'm in my hockey romance era. So I'm kind of feeling another hockey romance. I think that's what I'm gonna read next. I actually went on TikTok, did a little research, and found one book that's on Kindle Unlimited. It's a novella. It's also part of an interconnected standalone series, but it's kind of like, there's the first book, there's the second book, and the one that I'm gonna read, it's kind of like the one in between those two. It's like less than 200 pages. That's what I'm gonna read. That's what I'm gonna start this video with. Okay, wait, no. I was like, let me look for my Kindle, but my Kindle was right here on my desk. Okay, it's called Redefining the Rules by Emily Tudor. I'm sorry if I pronounced her last name wrong. I'm gonna start reading this. I'm pretty sure I'll finish it today. Maybe, I don't know. I'll let you guys know when I need to update you on anything, so. Just wanted to say I love a book that has a playlist. And the songs on here, I love. Yes, yes, yes. Also, look at this. Oh my gosh. I'm a rom-com girly, so love, love, love. Hold on, I'm at page 1, okay, but I'm reacting like this and smiling because the way this book starts. First of all, since it says Jax, I'm guessing it's dual POV, so already love that about the book. But anyways, it starts like this. You're wrong. The best rom-com of all time is You've Got Mail, I say to my teammate, and then his teammate is saying, no, you're wrong. My mom and I used to watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days all the time when I was growing up, and nothing comes close to it. These guys, these hockey players, are arguing about what's the best rom-com. Hello? I'm already obsessed. I already love Jax. A man who loves rom-coms? I can't. Just wanted to say that. Okay, wait. Because it says Jax, his mom used to read him romance novels before bedtime. That's so sweet. She raised him right. She knew what she was doing. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna shut up now after this, I promise. But, his teammate is also saying, because of that, his mom reading him romance novels before bed and him being, a rom-com fan, that, it doesn't really help him with, girls. And I'm like, hold up. What gave you that idea? Because, hello? I would absolutely fall head over heels for you just because of that. So, why are you saying that? I don't understand. Also, did I really create my own playlist for the book with all the songs that were already on the playlist in the book, but I put them on a playlist on Spotify because I couldn't find one? Yes, I did. I'm 50% through on page 74, and I just wanted to update you because I haven't stopped giggling and kicking my feet since I started reading this book. I am not kidding. Let me just say, Jax, it's obvious that he's a book boyfriend because I don't think a man like this exists in real life. He's a rom-com lover. He loves books. He's so sweet. Such a gentleman. And I was just reading a chapter and it said that him and the other love interest in this book, Claire, they both agree that Taylor Swift is one of the best musical artists of all time. Hello? Literally the perfect man. What else do you need me to say? And what has happened since I last talked to you? Well, it's the fake dating trope. Claire, her boyfriend, that she had been dating since high school, broke up with her, and currently they're sophomores in college, but he broke up with her on their anniversary. What a jerk. And she basically finds out 2 weeks after that he's already moved on and kissing another girl, so she wants to make him feel like how she felt when she found out about that. She asked Jax to fake date her, to be her fake boyfriend, because Clay, her ex-boyfriend, hates hockey players. She's talked to Jax a couple times before. Oh, also, the first chapter, which was in Jax's POV, when he first met Claire and saw her for the first time, that was the date said 2020, and then it jumped to 2022. So basically he's had a crush on her since freshman year, and that's just oh my gosh. I love him so much already. Anyway, so of course he accepts and agrees to this arrangement. He's just so sweet, and all the other reasons I listed, but also he's just so shy. I love it, but ever since they've started fake dating, he's gotten more bold. And I'm stop. He calls her gorgeous. And get this. So 2 days after they start fake dating, he hands her his phone so she can set up her name and like picture in his contacts. And after she's done, she notices like the little notes section that you have that he had a list, and it was titled All Things Claire, of like little or like small things or details about her, like the fact that she loves Hallmark Christmas movies, that she has a peanut allergy, what else? Oh, that when she's nervous she like fiddles with her rings. That is the sweetest thing ever. I would fold just instantly. And also when it's the fake dating trope, but it's like to make someone else jealous, I love, because like, you know, when Clay is around them, they have to make him jealous. Like that's the whole point of this arrangement, of this fake dating thing. And Jax, like, because like also like Claire has told him many of the things that Clay did to her like during the relationship and the way he broke up with her, so Jax already like hates him. But add to the fact that he has a crush on Claire and is very protective of her already, the way they're making him jealous, and like Jax specifically, like he called him by the wrong name and like just I love him. I love him so much. Now they're going on like this little fake date. I'm gonna keep reading and I'll update you when I finish it, which will probably be tonight, so I'll probably let you know tomorrow morning. Car ride to the restaurant, and like I said, you know, they just agreed on the fact that Taylor Swift was one of the best musical artists of all time, and she basically said that the subject came up because he already had a bunch of her songs on his playlist, and then he said they were singing Mr. Perfectly Fine, and he dedicated that song to Clay. I love him. Pausing, and I just have to tell you this, okay? Oh my gosh! So they're at the restaurant. The waitress comes up and she's like, "Are you ready to order?" And Claire was about to tell her what she wants, and Jax cuts her off and he asks the waitress, "Do you guys have or use anything that involves peanuts or peanut oil?" I swear, I was thinking about this the other day. Every time I read a romance book, my standards keep getting higher and higher and higher. For men in real life, that is. And I just fear that I'll never find love. Do men like this exist in real life? Please tell me, because I can't do this anymore. This is what I mean by my type, by my perfect man. Men like Charlie Lastra from Book Lovers by Emily Henry, Gus Everett from Beach Read, Elliot from Love in Other Words, and I could list a lot more. But men like that, and then like him, like Jax, my type, my perfect man. Because look at this, they're getting out of the restaurant and it's raining, and he asks her, "Do you want to run, walk, or just say F it and dance?" He's asking her to dance in the rain. Just cause, you know, why not? And then she says yes, and then he like grabs her hand and they start dancing. Like, this is the cutest thing ever. Clay, her ex-boyfriend, was also in the restaurant, and he just ruined this moment for them. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to keep spoiling. I mean, they're not really spoilers, but I don't want to keep saying more about this book for you guys in case you want to read it, which you should. I'm so mad right now. So it's the next day, so I finished redefining the rules. Let me put my coffee down because it's making a lot of noise. Like I said, this is a novella, and it's kind of like the in-between novella between the first and second book of this like series. And so not that it was confusing, but it was happening. I found out as I was reading the book that it was happening like literally at the same time as the first book. Some characters, because I went ahead on Goodreads and I read the premise of the first book, the main characters of the first book are mentioned a lot. But point is, now that I finished the novella, I'm definitely gonna read the first book. So Jax and Claire. Listen, it was quick, it was sweet, it was cute, it was fun, and this is what I needed. I loved it so much. I really did. Jax Moore, ladies and gentlemen, that man. Where can I find myself? A Jax Moore. I couldn't stop giggling and kicking my feet because he is just like the sweetest ever. Things he would do for Claire, the things he said to her. I love how they just dealt with like the things that they had to deal with. Like, okay, listen, it was like less than 200 pages, so it did go at a fast pace, but I enjoyed it so much nevertheless. Yeah, I can't think of anything that I didn't like about the book, so it's not a 5-star read for me because it wasn't like as developed as other books I've read that I've rated 5 stars. Again, because it's a novella, I get it, I understand, but I gave it a 4.5. It was so like refreshing. I want more of them. I get it's a novella, but like I was left wanting more. Yeah, that's it, yeah. I might start Practice Makes Perfect. I think I'm feeling like another romance. And I've been really wanting to read Practice Makes Perfect because I read When in Rome and I loved it so much. And people have also said really good things about this book. Anyways, I'm going to start this and I'll let you guys know if I need to say anything. So. Go and pause the music that I had on because I want to say something already. By the way, it's dual POV just like When in Rome, which so happy about. But anyway, so what I wanted to say is that I already know that I'm gonna love Annie because I can already relate to her so much. Why? Because she says, for introverts like me with social anxiety, the process of dating is equivalent to waxing your bikini line. I'm like, same. Me, for real. Pause again because one more thing that we have in common I just learned about. She's a book girly. She says, listen, I am the quiet one in my family, the one with her nose always in a book because she prefers worlds where she doesn't have to interact with other humans. So much easier to read about relationships than to foster them. Less dangerous too. I can't offend anyone written into a book. I can't say the wrong thing. And book characters don't make judgments about me. So real. I love her. I love her already. So it's the next day. I really am enjoying this. Giggling and kicking my feet. It is so cute. So cute. I kind of missed like Rome, Kentucky. Yeah, that's the name of the small town. Kind of missed those vibes because this town gives me so much Stars Hollow vibes, which is the fictional town of the show Gilmore Girls. And I adore that show so much. But instead of like the sweet small town man, Will, he's not from that small town. It's kind of like reversed because Annie is from that small town. So she's the sweet, shy girl. But he's a bodyguard and he was in the military and he's like so broody and so serious and so flirty and so charming. So loving the vibes between them, getting so much banter, which is always so fun. The bookmark keeps falling down. I'm at page 106. Annie, you know, she's lived in that small town in Rome, Kentucky for like her whole life basically. She kind of is like looking for that, like for stability right now. Husband, kids, white picket fence, like that kind of vibe. She owns a flower shop, only 100 pages in, and I already feel connected to her like so deeply because she's so me. I see myself in her. And then Will, you know, I already told you he's a bodyguard of Ray Rose or Amelia, which was one of the main characters of When in Rome. And he's kind of like come back to town because Noah and Amelia's wedding is coming up. So media are kind of like popping up again, like paparazzi and stuff like that. So just until like everything calms down basically. And he is literally the opposite of Annie in the sense of like he's gone on so many dates and he's not looking for like any relationship right now, any long-term relationship, nothing stable at all. And so basically Annie, this book starts off with her being on a date and it goes so bad. Like he's a jerk first of all, but she felt like it was her fault. She kind of like voices that problem she's having right now to Amelia because they've become really close. And Amelia kind of comes up with the fantastic idea. Basically there's an Audrey Hepburn movie. The plot is basically the same of Will being Annie's dating coach. She thinks he's the perfect candidate for teaching her how to go on dates, how to be more confident, you know, and ultimately like leading her to find her true love, I guess. Will agrees after some convincing from Annie. They're going on like practice dates. Yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's basically the plot. Like I said, I'm giggling and kicking my feet. I'm having such a fun time. And yeah, I'll update you if I need to say anything else. I'm at page 300. Okay, so basically the town right now is having like an impromptu town meeting and they're discussing Will and Annie's relationship and like voting against it or like voting in favor of it. And it immediately reminded me of Stars Hollow and just Gilmore Girls, the show, when they literally had an impromptu town meeting, like a secret town meeting about Luke and Lorelai's relationship. And it's just so funny because I don't know if Sarah Adams was inspired by Gilmore Girls, but it's so similar to that. And I just love love it so much. Like that familiar feeling and like comfort feeling as well. And like Amelia, which is Noah's fiance, they were, I think I've mentioned this, but the main characters of When in Rome. But she's right now in the town meeting, and like Will and Annie have just arrived, and you know, Annie's all mad, but Amelia is with Noah and his 3 other sisters, and Will's like, what are you all doing here? Because obviously they don't think they shouldn't be together, but Amelia's just like, why wouldn't I be? They had another town meeting like a couple weeks ago, or I don't know, about Noah and how he wouldn't, like, I don't know, serve pies to like a charity event or something, I don't know. But she said that, and she's like, you know, so why wouldn't I be here? Want popcorn? And it just reminded me so much of Lorelai. She would just be like that at town meetings. She would like bring snacks.
The brave stars hollow.
I just wanted to say that, like, so many characters here remind me of the characters in Gilmore Girls and of that town. Oh, and Mabel reminds me so much of Babette. She literally gives off like her vibes. And Harriet reminds me of Miss Patty. I'm gonna shut up now and keep reading. I'm almost done. Like, what, 30 pages left? Wait, just one more thing. Because I forgot something. Literally, like I said, this reminds me of the scene where they're like having a secret town meeting, and then Luke and Lorelai enter and find out what's going on.
Let's move on to the next order of business. A very serious matter has been brought to our attention, and I would like to bring to the floor for discussion the possible negative ramifications of the inn owner and diner owner dating.
That's us!
They're talking about us.
They both get mad, but Luke gets more mad. He stands up in front of everyone and kind of like, you know, gives this whole speech.
Okay, that's it. I've heard enough. This is my relationship. There's not going to be any more debating about whether or not it's a good idea if we're in a relationship, because we're in a relationship.
Show them the horoscope!
This is literally what's happening right now, but it's switched. Annie is the one like being up there like in the front, kind of yelling at everyone, you know, but just again giving this whole speech. And Will is seated and just like silently encouraging her, and it's everything. It's absolutely everything. So I finished Practice Makes Perfect. There's not really much I can say because I've updated you guys. So the light on my, no wait, that was wrong. The battery on my light ran out. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, so one thing that I didn't tell you was that Will and Annie gave me like Elena and Damon vibes. Will, he's like this serious, broody, but inside he's a softie and really just like will do everything and anything for Annie. And I think that's such like a great comparison to Damon, because like, you know, he's like the villain at the beginning of the show. If you haven't watched The Vampire Diaries, by the way, what are you doing, literally? So anyways, and he's kind of portrayed as like the bad guy, but he is like the sweetest ever. And Annie with Elena, just because Elena, also like Annie, wanted kind of like a stable relationship in the sense of like get married, again, white picket fence, that kind of life. But as the show progressed, she realized she wanted different things, and that happened to Annie as well, because she wants passion, that she wants adventure, that she wants to travel the world, see the world. And I feel like that's such Elena and Damon, because Damon did that for Elena. He gave her that passion. He gave her a love that consumes her.
Got into a fight with my boyfriend.
About what? May I ask?
Life, future, he's got it all mapped out.
You don't want it?
I don't know what I want.
Well, that's not true. You want what everybody wants.
So, Damon, tell me, what is it that I want?
You want a love that consumes you. You want passion and adventure and even a little danger.
I feel like, yeah, same thing with Annie and Will. So I think that's another reason why I fell in love with Will even more. Will Griffin. He's just like my type of man. And you know why? Part of the reason why, because I hadn't connected to a character like that, I think, in such a long time. With Annie, wow, I just related to her so much, felt seen. She saw right through me. Because they see right through, they see right through. Anyways, that's why I love Will so much, because I think I'm such like Annie. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so me. I literally want to find someone like that understands me so well, you know, to be known and to be loved. Oh my gosh. The way that like Will literally saw through her like no one else. What else can I say? It's over for me. Honestly, I'm a goner for this man. I said this, but you know, the book gave me Gilmore Girls vibes, Stars Hollow vibes. That's another reason why I loved it so freaking much. Yeah, I mean, just like the emotional connection that we got between the two of them. Oh, Sarah Adams books, they don't have spice. Like, things are mentioned, but like it's closed door romance, so that's kind of like my preference, and I appreciate that just because we get more of that emotional connection, which I love and I need every time I read a romance book. So yeah, you can probably guess my rating. I couldn't deny it. I got this feeling, and it was a 5-star feeling. I knew it in my heart. It's a 5-star read for me. Definitely gonna think about these characters for a long time, and will definitely be added to my never-ending list of favorite book boyfriends, so yay. And he just raised the standards for real men. The last book that I'll read for this video, I don't want to read another romance book. I'm kind of feeling like a thriller. I saw Larry Reed's talk about Frida McFadden's newest book. I love her writing. I've read The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret, Never Lie, and I've wanted to read more of her books. And she just, like I said, released a new thriller, and it's called The Teacher. And Larry, he was really surprised, and she said it was really good. I trust her opinion. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I'll start reading this one tonight, and I'll update you tomorrow when I have anything to say. So it's been a day, I'm pretty sure, since I last talked to you. Yeah, because yesterday I didn't think I updated you at all. I was just like running some errands. I read a lot, but it's been insane, let me tell you. Since I started reading this book, I now realize that I've been so like in it that I forgot to even update you guys. It's a good thing because that means this book has kept my attention. I haven't been bored. I've been so hooked and like so invested in the story. I just haven't been able to put it down. And last night I almost debated whether or not going to sleep at all to finish this book, but thank God I had self-control and decided to rest and sleep and continue it today. So the page that I left off on is 257, 67% through. I can't say much because I want you, if you want to read this book, I want you to go into it blind because that's the best thing ever. That's how I went into it. Okay, so it's basically about a teacher and a student. So it has two POVs. The teacher, she's called Eve, and she's a math teacher for high school students, and Addie is a student. She's a junior in high school. And like last semester there were like some rumors surrounding Addie and the fact that she had an affair with a teacher. It was a scandal, it was a whole thing, and now, you know, she's coming back to school. Everyone like ignores her. She really has no one to talk to because of everything that happened. And the teacher, she also has a husband, and he's an English teacher at the same high school. It's all kind of like intertwined. Yeah, a lot of interesting things have happened, definitely, but I don't want to say anything else. Like, that's all I want you to know. I'll let you know when I finish the book or if I have anything else to say. So it has been a couple of hours since I finished The Teacher. I don't even know what to say. Like, I am just still so shocked, speechless, jaw on the floor. I don't want to spoil anything, so I feel like I can't say much. What I can say is that this was very fast-paced, okay? Not once was I bored. From beginning to end, kept my attention. I was on the edge of my seat, kept me on my toes, 100% invested in the story. The plot twist, that's what makes it like, oh my gosh. But like the story, like in itself, it's really good. If I would have stayed last night like up, I would have finished it, like no doubt. So I ate this up. It was just so addicting. I just don't know how I feel about it because I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I mean, at the end you saw my reactions. That's what I like about her books, that no matter what, like I think I've got it figured out, but I don't actually. I never see them coming, and that happened with this book as well. So that's the part that I always enjoy about reading Freida McFadden books. But this book, however, was slightly different due to the fact that no character was redeemable at all. I didn't like any character in the book. None. I thought I did, but then like the epilogue got me and it ruined the last remaining character that I liked. I mean, it was a very good plot twist, like insane, absolutely crazy. But then after that, I was like, okay, I don't like any character. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess those are my thoughts. I rated it on Goodreads 4 stars, but I don't know if I might change it to a 3.5 or 3.75, but for now it's gonna stay at 4 star. So yeah, this week is over, so that means we've reached the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what were your thoughts, especially on The Teacher. If you read that book, please tell me your thoughts. I would love to know. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I guess that's all I have to say. See you guys in the next video. Bye!